Welcome to another episode of Juswin. What does Juswin stand for? Well, win to me is what is important now. We're here to help you unlock your hidden mental powers and to develop a winning mindset. I'm your host, Chris Johnson, and today we're going to talk about mindset matters. The mindset matters. And my focus is going to be athletes or people under pressure, CEOs, people that are really go-getters. I know a lot of times when we look at mental health, mental fitness, we look at people that are down. Well, the people that are striving and that are look like they're winning and that are go-getters and get up and have great routines still have to have the proper mindset. And I know that they're overlooked because I'm speaking to myself, to be honest with you. I get up 4:45 every morning. I'm disciplined. I have work ethic. I'm committed to excellence. And I still have to come back and focus on having the right mindset. Some of the unique challenges that driven people that want to be successful in life, they face challenges. And some of those are being overbooked, not being able to say no. You have these CEO mindsets that have to balance time, life, with family, friends, and free time. These are challenges. I know we always look at the challenges of people that are not motivated. We look at the challenges of people that struggle in different ways, but the struggle is there also for the people that are focused. And that's what mindset matters about. So let's look at the mental focus, mental resilience, and mental toughness. I want to break down those three aspects for you. I'll say that again. That's mental focus, mental resilience, and mental toughness. Mental focus, to me, is giving yourself an opportunity. Just give yourself an opportunity to write down all of your thoughts in your brain, to be able to see what you're thinking, to clear the brain. This allows for you to organize your thoughts, create your tasks or your goals for that next day, which allows for you to be more mentally focused. This will help with mental resilience. When you're looking at being mentally resilient, you can be provoked throughout your day. Someone may bring bad energy. You're able to catch yourself. Boom. When you catch yourself, you're able to be resilient to the urges of not speaking positive to that person or bringing something to the table that can really help that team grow. Mental resilience is important. It keeps you emotionally involved. It keeps you emotionally intelligent. It keeps you from going too high, and it keeps you from going too low. And this one, when you look at mental toughness is thrown out a lot in athletics and sports. But what exactly is mental toughness? Is mental toughness bullying? Is it bullying? No. Is mental toughness to where someone can abuse you? No. Mental toughness is your ability to lock in a very tough situation. Maybe you're running sprints, and that last sprint takes everything out of you. That's mental toughness. Maybe you're in a pool and you're having to float and stay in there for 30 seconds longer. That's taking control of your mind. Yoga has really helped me in the mental toughness department because yoga puts the body into situations that are very tough. You have to hold these poses, maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds, it could be 30 seconds. And it's really challenging mentally to get your mind on track so that the body can follow. And I think that is mental toughness. Being able to embrace, hold in the moment, don't let go, even when it burns. That's an analogy that I was taught when I was younger. Hold a rope, let it burn, but don't let go. And that's another thing that's tied into mental toughness. I always come back to positive self-talk. Here on Juswin, positive self-talk is up there. It's something that I value. And the reason why I value positive self-talk is because it will take your mental game to another level. Imagine speaking about yourself in a way every day. Your brain begins to believe it, understand it. This is why positive affirmations can impact your confidence and your ability to handle pressure. Positive affirmations can be very simple. They don't have to be long. It doesn't have to be thought out crazy, but it's starting with I can, I will, I must, I have the ability. And you can just finish the sentence. That's so important. Versus, let's look at the other side of a negative self-talk is I can't do it. I'm not tall enough. I'm not strong enough. I don't know math. I don't have enough time. How am I going to get there? So you can see the difference between the two and the impact immediately when you think about it mentally. Some of the strategies that we can look at when it comes to positive self-talk is gratitude practice. Gratitude practice is being grateful. Being grateful for where you are in life. Being grateful for the people that are in your life. Being grateful for the people that are motivating you and pushing you and inspiring you. Being grateful for the ones that are showing you tough love. Tough love is very important because it's not always easy and it's not going to always be to where it's so positive that they can't hold you accountable. So there is a fine line between that. I want you to be able to visualize success. Visualization to me is something that is needed, whether it's 2 minutes a day, going back to our MVP, or it's longer. Like visualizing yourself, how you look, how would you respond to something that's going great? How do you respond to things that are not going so great? Visualize it, see it. Once you see it, you can believe it. You play it over and over and over again in your head. Mindfulness. Being mindful gives you an opportunity to really understand your surroundings. Like if I'm opening a door for myself and I notice that someone's walking behind me, I'm very mindful to hold the door for them. I don't have to know them. This is why mindset matters. Being mindful, being thoughtful, doing things proactively versus being reactive. Proactive thinking really attaches to positive self-talk. So now if someone comes in and they're not where you are mentally, in your mindset, and they come in a little bit lower and they're like throwing negative energy at you, you can handle it. You can be proactive. You actually can stop them, and you can pick up the conversation later. This allows for you not to engage. It allows for you to control what you can control and being present in the moment. Surrounding yourself with positive people. When I use positive, I want to make sure that I'm very clear just in my thought process, and I'm very interested in what you would think. So you can drop comments below so that we can go back and see the comments to see what you think. Because you hear the term a lot about surrounding yourself with positive people. But what does that look like? That looks like people that hold you accountable. Like, share your goals or your task or your where you want to be with the people in your circle, and then let them hold you accountable to it, because you're not going to feel like getting up every day. Some days you're not going to want to show up. That's where that positive circle step in and say, hey, you got to do it. Let's go. So don't let the word positive confuse you with accountability. You want to be held accountable, and you want it to be in a positive mindset. What does that look like? That's confrontation. So you can have positive confrontation with people that are in your circle that pushes you to the next level. This is very important. When I think as an athlete, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business guy, I'm an ex-athlete, I work with athletes. A critical, very critical step is embracing failure and using it as a stepping stone to success. When you go to a game, you're watching the performance of an athlete. In the first quarter, that athlete can experience nothing but success. Everything can go their way. In the second quarter, they can experience nothing but failure or things not going their way. We haven't even made it to halftime yet. This is why embracing failure and understanding your mistakes becomes so important to the journey. It is not the results. It is the steps in the journey that equals to the end result. So embrace failure, learn from it, grow from it, take it to someone else and show them how you've committed that mistake and how you grew from it. So important. I'll touch on the last part of our podcast before we close out. Balance in school, sports, and social life. This is for my student athletes. Mindset matters when it comes to balance in school. You guys know when you go to school, you're going to have homework. You got to be in the classroom. You have to engage with your professor, your teacher, whoever's leading that class. What does balance look like? That means actually planning out your school day. What homework is due, when should it be turned in, what a group assignment, whatever you're doing, you're planning it out, you put a time frame on it so that you can eliminate as much failure as possible along the way by planning. It's the same in sports. If you're looking at school, now, if I got practice, I have individual practice, I have to lift. How do you organize that throughout your day? Set a plan. And then the last thing, which is probably the most important, is your social life. Social media too. How do you balance that? Put a time frame on it. Commit to being present where your feet are, and not always being in a digital space, which allows for you to engage with people. People are so important. They water you. They help you grow. They touch you. Social life and social media is digital, so it cannot really water you the way you need to be watered being around people. This is another episode of Juswin with your host, Chris Johnson. Make sure, if you haven't done it yet, subscribe today, and make sure you click that button right here and ring that bell so that you can get all of your post notifications and drop comments. I would love for you to put comments down in the section so that we can engage with you. And if you really want to grow and you really want to be a part of our Just Win community, make sure you text us. It'll be down in the description, but the number's 310-388-8610. Text me today. Join our community by texting the keyword Just Win. Have a great day. We out.